Have you got a chunky cat? Is your cat slightly overweight? Let's have a talk about it. Firstly, I think it's important that you understand that just like us humans, if our cat is obese, then it carries health risks. So it's always worth speaking to your vet and thinking about how you can manage their diet in a better way to bring their weight down slowly. And any vet will tell you, you just can't cut the calories down instantly. That can cause all sorts of problems. So a slow reduction in the calories, or maybe the type of food that you serve in your cat. I wouldn't necessarily reduce the amount of times that you're feeding your cat. I'd actually increase it, but serve smaller portions, and using forage feeders, hide and seek feeders, slow feeders, anything that you can maximise the time that is spent consuming the food, so the cat's actually going to be licking and enjoying the food rather than bolting it, and then they're going to get more fulfilment from this. It's important that your cat has a balanced diet. So if you are just one of those that is constantly feeding tidbits because you want to have that connection with your cat, think about another way that you can bond with your cat, and that could be play, cuddle time, brushing. Just spending time and hanging out with them is great. Cats don't need to have the bags of treats and dreamies, other treats are available, non-stop to create a positive association with you. So if your cat is obese, shall I say chunky, it's much kinder. So if you've got a chunky cat, you'll probably find that they're just loafing around a little bit and they're not doing too much. So a great thing would be to get them moving more, and hide and seek feeders are great for this because they actually have to get on their four pins and they have to go and search for the food. Now they're not just going to want to do it straight away. You're going to have to encourage them because they're likely to be a little bit lazy. I had somebody say to me, I recommended a digger, the cat digger, and I recommended this, and the client said, no, my cat's not using it. I said, just pop a treat on the top right at the bottom and see if they can get that out, and sure enough they could. It's just that the motivator wasn't quite enough. Well, I don't want my food served there, but if it's a dreamy or another treat, I can get it out. So that just goes to show that cats can be lazy too. So get them motivated, get wand play, get different, laces, and another great one is a freeze-dried rabbit ear with a shoelace, and drag that around the room. So that's a bit of sensory play as well. So it's important to address your cat's obesity, chunkiness. Don't just go, oh, they're so cute, they're so chunky. Think about the health risks that you are actually inflicting onto your cat. It's like you're the parent and you're feeding your cat McDonald's all the time. It's not necessarily the best. So give a good high protein diet. The more protein the better, because that's going to keep the cat fuller for longer, and reduce the tidbits, reduce the treats. Another thing, very often we just go on weight, and we shouldn't. We should go on body condition score as well. There is an infographic somewhere on my page on this. So just because a cat is over 4 kilograms doesn't mean to say that it's going to be obese. Because if you have a Maine Coon, you wouldn't expect a Maine Coon to be 4 kilograms. You'd probably expect them to be more like 10 plus. And certainly the same for cobby cats, such as British short hairs. They're going to be higher dense of muscle mass, so they're going to be heavier. And I know my Bengals are around 7 kilograms and they're not overweight at all, but traditionally we think that a cat should be somewhere about 4 to 5 kilograms. Don't just go on the scales, look at the body condition of your cat too. So tell me, is your cat a little bit chunky, or are they just right?